Hello everyone, hello Brian, hello classmates. My name is Angela. We are Batman Group and these are my mates. This is Miquel.
Hello, my name is Miquel. I'm the Batman Groups, and you?
And I'm Dani.
So we are doing the last activity of this CA. We are going to pretend that we are in an editors meeting in a science features page. We are going to expose our topics. I am the first one to start. So mates, here's my idea. I have written an article about a very important breakthrough that this breakthrough sets a new horizon to cure neurodegenerative disease. According to researchers from different universities, from the University of Cambridge, the University of Nottingham, and the Medical Research Centre Toxicology Unit in Leicester, in the United Kingdom, two already existing drugs for depression and cancer set a new horizon to prevent and to stop dementia and another neurodegenerative disease. The medications that were the part of the research are tolozone hydrochloride, which is used to treat depression and anxiety, and dibenzoyl methanomoles, that is also known as TBN, which is a drug prescribed for prostate and bowel cancer. These two drugs have been discovered that can prevent or stop dementia. Before explaining you the features of these two drugs, I would like to explain that neurodegenerative disease is an umbrella term for numerous conditions that involve the damage or loss of cell brains. So Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, and dementia are all examples of this sort of sickness. So going to the breakthrough, to the researchers have found that misfolded proteins in the brain, which are abundant in the patients with this kind of disorders, overacted an unfold protein response. This process stops the production of new proteins and eventually can kill the brain cells. But the breakthrough that these researchers have discovered is that these two drugs, trazodone and TBN, are believed to restore memory and reduce signs of neurodegeneration in mice infected with a disease mimicking neurodegenerative disorders. Mice don't suffer these kind of disorders. They are only in human beings, but they have been infected with similar sickness that mimic the symptoms of neurodegenerative disease. The knowledge is the bad thing, the drawback of this breakthrough is that this knowledge is in a very early stage, and the results and these drugs must be tested in humans. But the good thing of this discovery is that the two drugs are already in the market, so they don't have to pass any new steps to be in the market, because they are already existed and prescribed to people that suffer any other disorders, but they are tested in humans and they are used already nowadays. The bad thing is that it could take time until these drugs come to the market, especially for this purpose. But I think that this topic could be very interesting from the cover of our magazine, because neurodegenerative disease are sadly very popular in the worldwide. According to statistics, I have here a piece of statistics. More than 24 million people worldwide are affected by dementia, and more than 4 million new cases are diagnosed per year. So that means that one new case rises every 7 seconds. So I think that this topic could have a very social impact because I don't know you, but I in my family we suffer this kind of we suffer. My father suffered dementia, and also my grandmother. And I think that we all have already know a family with a case with a relative infected with this kind of disease, and I think that it's a very important step forward to try to find a cure to this kind of disease. So.
Okay.
That's I'm proposing this for
Okay.
our cover.
Angela, the abstract you have presented is very interesting, and my article is about the delta of the River Ebro. The title has Save the Delta of the River Ebro. The endemic problems of the delta of the Ebro, such as recoil or regression, subsidence, and salinity, are added to climate change with the consequent risk in sea level. The problem of regression is very clear. For example, classmates, on the map, you can see that there has been an erosion and disappearance of natural space of more than 6 million of square meters on the island of Buda and more than 2 million squares in area of the Marquesa. The problem of regression is very clearly reflected in the island of Buda, where the coastline from 1946 to the present times regress more than 2,100 meters, with the disappearance of space of special natural interest. In other areas of the delta, the regression has been reflected in the area of Playa de Marquesa and the restaurant of the Vascos, with recoil of up 200 meters approximately. The problem of salinity is an endemic problem of the delta, flatland, with consequences of reduced production and increased irrigation needs. This is the reason that the production of the Ebro Delta rice varies in 20% below the Spanish average. Finally, subsidence, understood as the movement of rigid solids, united with the compactation and consolidation of the terrain, has synergic effects of the two previous problems that I explained. The problems grow with the climatic change and with the rise of sea level. That is why we have to act urgently, contributing more sediments of the delta and protecting the more sensitive areas. This regression is a really worrying situation. The Ebro Delta is disappearing. And you, Dani?
Okay, thank you, Miquel. It's a nice article also. My article talks about the beginning of the Zika epidemic. Do you know the Zika epidemic that was known 2 or 3 years ago? It's known that it began in South America, in Brazilian, and later arrived to other countries like North America, and also affects European people when they travel on holidays to these countries. The recent genetic analysis revealed that this virus was at least 1 year before in these countries, and it was undetected for the health authorities of the countries in Brazil and other countries of South America. It's thought that it crossed to the North Hemisphere in 2016, but the health authorities had constance. They knew that was happening strange fevers and skin rashes from 1 year before. There is a lot of people that think that behind this information there is any kind of conspiracy. And this recent study reveals that it's really there was really some information that was not wasn't published in the moment the authorities knew the real problem of the virus. I don't know if it is really a conspiracy or not, but there is something that we can explore because I'm sure that it would like a lot to the readers. It would attract many readers to our magazine. Also, the study reveals many important issues about the situation of the virus and how it can travel to our countries, to Europe, and how can it affect to people in developed countries. I think it will also be very interesting for the readers. And also, we can attract people explaining how to prevent to being infected and how to fight the virus if you already have been infected. Uh, I think we can talk about these three articles. What do you think?
Okay, Dani. If you want my honest opinion, I think
Yes.
your abstract is very interesting, but I think the abstract of Angela is most interesting. Angela, do you think there will be results soon?
Well, this is a negative aspect of this article, of this breakthrough, because we have to wait, and I don't know how long we must wait until we have the results, but I'm sure that perhaps in 1 year, 2 years, I think we have to be very, very careful with this releasing this kind of information, because there's a lot of people that are waiting for a solution for this sort of disorders, and I think we must stay very, be careful, and to try to explain the things in a very realistic way. We have an important breakthrough, but as I said before, they are in an early stage, and I don't want to sell magazines or to publish this and give the readers the image that the solution is set. We are working for a solution, and I don't know, perhaps in 1 year, 2 years, maybe it's too much time for people that are suffering the consequences of these disorders, but they are. It would pave the way to find a new drugs for these disorders. So I think this topic could be very interesting. Talking about Dani's option, I think Zika virus is very important because it was on the covers of every magazine and newspapers last summer and that last year. But as you said, we don't have any proof that this is a conspiracy.
No,
Conspiracy is a very important word to use.
I have to admit that it's really a sensationalist article. I know.
Yes. It's essentially
I think that, Angela, although your article is also only in a first stage, it has to be tested on humans, but it's a great important study. It talks about a disease that affects many people in developed countries. And we have talked other times that the life expectancy is growing in these countries. And I'm sure that this disease will affect many people in the future. So I think that it's a good option. And Miquel, if you want my honest opinion, your article is also very important, but maybe it's a local problem, problem that affects only some people who lives or who have more feeling about this situation, this environment situation. But maybe for a science magazine like our, can be not such interesting like Angela's article.
Yes, I agree with you. Yes.
Yes, I couldn't agree more with you, Dani. I think your topic, Miquel, is very interesting, but perhaps it's too much it's a description of the problem, but you're not setting a solution. And perhaps we can explain your topic in another part in the section of the magazine, as well as yours, about Zika virus, and mine on the cover. I think it's the solution. You agree?
Okay.
Yes, I totally agree. And also, as you say, the medicines of your article are now invented. We don't have to wait many years to develop and to to check the results of this new treatment. So we can now publish this article, and in a few months or in a year, when we have more results, we can follow this article, because I'm sure that we will have results in a few months.
I hope so. I hope so. So shall we go for this then? Let's go for this, for the neurodegenerative disease topic on the cover. So I think we are done. Is everything okay for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.